speaking of thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Today is the fifth Sunday of the month, and every month we have a fifth Sunday is Volunteer Sunday. So we take this, as Wolf was saying, we alternate between community Sundays and sermon Sundays. But whenever we do have that fifth week, we take this and we want to focus twofold in showing the immense gratitude that we truly have for all of you who serve here at VRMMO Church. So much so, and I know we fail miserably at expressing just how much that means to us, and certainly just how much of an impact you have in all that you do here. Without you, we wouldn't be. This isn't a one-man show. This is a team of us. This is a family. We are working together, and we can only do it together. There is no other way. And so thank you. Thank you for making this possible, that we can be here today, all of you. And we also want to take this time to talk about talk with people who may be interested in volunteering going forward. So we'll have a little bit of conversation time a little bit later, where any of you that have, if you have questions about, like, what can I even do here? We do have a list in our Discord server, we have a list of all the volunteer roles, if you will, but also you may have a gifting that encourages you to do something for the Lord that is not on that list. And that's fantastic. Don't let that stop you. Let us know. Submit a ticket in our Discord server. Let us know that you'd like to volunteer, and let us know this thing that you would like to do for our community. That's not on that list, right? We're always open. That's how our list is formed, by people saying, hey, I can do this and I can do that. And we're like, wow, we didn't even realize we needed that. But once we have it, it's like fantastic. And I don't know how we ever lived without it. So we're very open to exploring different new ways that we can serve together as well. Today, just a few short announcements. If you were here, if you are one of our volunteers and you made it to the volunteer meeting we had earlier today, some of this you've heard already. And if you are a volunteer and you didn't make it to this morning's meeting, hold tight. Aaron did film that, so that's going to be coming out soon on YouTube, and I really encourage you to go in there and check it out. Even if you're not a volunteer, I encourage you to go in and check it out. If volunteering is something that you're considering, it would be good for you to see, like, behind the curtains, what everybody is doing, what's the discussion, what are we working on, all these things. And so anybody can go ahead and watch that video. Please do so. So couple things that we talked about this morning, really exciting. We're going to, if you've ever seen me teach here, and I think it happened to Eric last week too, it's bound to. We have these slides, a little slide panel here, and there are no numbers. There's just random squares, and you have to, like, click on these random faceless squares to navigate the slides behind us. And our Unity team has finally finished. So excited. This has been in the works for a very long time. It finished the new slide panel. So it's not up now, but starting next week, there will be a new slide panel to help us navigate this a lot more efficiently. Zachary, in particular, thank you for bringing this through fruition. We'll also have a new, for those of you who volunteer and you need to come up here, you're doing some talking or what have you, there'll be a new slide panel in the back too. So if I don't reach out to you before next Sunday and you need access to that, please let me know so I can get that new code to you. So this all goes about, seamlessly. So that's super exciting. And then I heard that the next thing that they're going to be working on is the ability to get videos played in here. So one thing that we really are missing here in the VRChat platform for services is worship. We just haven't had that ability to play music or stream videos, but that's actually the work is beginning on that, and so that should be coming relatively soon as well, and super excited about that. News-wise, if you missed last week, then you missed our new teacher, Eric. So Eric is a friend of mine. He actually lives in my local area. He's been part of the VRMMO church community for years, and he saw when we had that community Sunday where I was, just like laying it all out there, telling everybody, this is what's happening. This is just the black and white of the matter of our needs here at VRMMO Church. And so Eric saw that video and he realized that, he is gifted. He's a gifted teacher. He really is. And he saw that there was this thing he could do to help relieve some of the workload on my part. So thank you, Eric, for seizing that initiative to reach out. And so he's going to be teaching for us, not on a regular, regular basis. He's extraordinarily busy, but still giving the time that he has. So he's going to be popping in here and there and teaching here in VRChat. A little bit of other news, and we'll be doing this together because this is really important to me. This is really important to Pastor Coco. This is really important to us here at VR MMO Church. We're still, trying to figure out how to do it. And some things are trial and error, but what is on our heart passionately is to encourage everyone to what I call weave God into our lives, so that in all things you are going to Him. You're going to Him, and not just when life is hard and you need help. Not just on Sunday for one particular hour, but that that in all things, in your joys, in your sorrows, in your play, your God and I. It sounds weird, but kind of like laugh at things sometimes even. And I know there are people, and I've been here before, where God and I sometimes don't agree, or I need some more help getting to where He wants me to be, and I'm like, and I fight back. So there's because this is just like something that naturally happens. The more time you spend with Him, the closer you grow to Him. And then all of a sudden, He's like, you look around and you'll notice you're thinking of Him when you wake up in the morning. You're like, oh God, thank you for this beautiful day. Or next time, where normally you'd be struggling with something on your own, but you find yourself, God, I'm really having a hard time here. Can you help me to do better in this way? You start to lean on Him more. And so we just really want to encourage this in our community. And one of the ways to do so is to get as much involvement, engagement from the community as possible. So Pastor Coco was just sharing with me, and I agree with her. We're both not fans of teaching our sermons from the stage. Like ideally we wouldn't be up on a stage. Ideally we would just be, together, like down in the same place, because we're no different. We simply have a different role, but we're no better, or we're all in this together, equally together, all pieces that are necessary, and that only work together. And so, I mean, I'm getting myself off track, but we want to do this together, and we want to do it together with you. So even if you're not an official volunteer, we encourage engagement like during our community Sundays. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you think about this particular scripture, or we want to hear what you think about. Lately, we've been doing a lot of where people are struggling with things in their lives. They'll share it with us here in Community Sunday, and then as a community, we will love, encourage, and give wisdom to whomever this is that, needs some help in this way. Yeah, retro. Oh, I can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking.
I have a trouble with my mom could even get into my VR thing to church.
Oh, your mom's trying to come today?
Yep.
Is she
And
trying to get in right now? Is
well
she struggling to get into the room?
well yeah, but she tried to get anything in my in my VR, and but now she can't get it to work. I could even find to get her into my VR thing.
So she's not, the headset isn't working, or the
Well,
VRChat app isn't working?
I mean, well, she was in the VR headset, and she can't get to. She's trying to use this menu thing, and but she can't get into report to my thing.
Okay, so let's do this. Will you do me a favor? Will you have your mom, and you might have to help her because I know she's new. If
Well, but
you could
I don't
have
know.
her,
Well, yeah, but I don't know how to help her, and I try to look everything, and because I can't get her to get into our in my VRChat thing.
okay, so like you're talking about the world itself, this world.
Well, uh, it was the other VR headset. She was for her world,
Um,
and she lives to and then it will report to my world.
how about this retro futuristic, Joey? It may not work today, but it will work for the future. You and I are already connected, right? You know how to send me emails. So how about you, me, and your mom, sometime during the week coming up, get in on a voice chat, like do a
Voice chat.
Discord voice chat, and we'll help your mom get in. So it won't
Uh,
work for today, but it'll work for next time.
okay. How do you get to the VR record thing?
So if you'll just like, I'll send you an email once church. Well, actually Tuesday morning. Once church is over, normally I go eat and go to bed. Um, but Tuesday morning I will reach out. I'll send you an email, and you and I
Okay.
will figure out how to get your mom in here for next time.
Okay.
Does that sound like a
I think
plan?
it's yeah. I think it's in my Yahoo email.com.
Yeah, I'll just respond to the one that you've already sent me. That way it'll go. That way I know it's going to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you.
just reply. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
Ooh, yeah,
Uh,
great
wait.
idea.
What's that? Twitch? Watch on Twitch? Twitch. Uh, uh, wait. Twitch
Yeah.
dot t. Wait. Hold on. Twitch dot TV. Twitch slash dot VR church. Twitch slash VR church. Twitch dot TV slash VR Church. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
Thank you.
it's in our announcements channels too. If she's still struggling, and there should be just like a link you can click on, if I'm not mistaken. If she's yeah.
I see my typing. I wrote it down.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Wildstar, thank you, Wildstar.
I wrote on the typing. Do you see my chat? My game chat?
Your chat? I don't see your chat.
No.
It's kind of hard.
Oh, there it is. I see it. It just popped up. It just popped up there. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. And so, I'm so excited your mom is coming. That is wonderful. I am super excited. Yay.
I'll try
Yeah,
to email.
it's so cool.
I'll try to email you and to help her to to understand how to get to the
Yeah,
how to get to my VR world and
exactly.
church thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it worked.
Yeah.
We'll get it worked out. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're welcome. Yeah. And so the one of the things we're going to do today together, because we really want to create this this truth that we are in this together. And I'm trying to do some things a little bit different going forward. It's been a lot of trial and error, and it's probably still going to be a lot of trial and error. But one of the things I wanted to do was because in our community Sundays, we struggle with people hearing one another in this large space, right? And so I've grabbed a few worlds. I went a little world hopping, grabbed a few worlds that are potentially a good world for us to use in our community Sundays. But I thought we could all go together today and check these worlds out. And this will help me too, because I can't, when I was in there by myself, I can't test to see if my microphone's actually behaving like it's supposed to, right? Hearing it across. So we can go and test this out together. And then after we see these worlds, I would love to hear from you guys about where you would rather, which of these is where we should be spending our time on community Sundays. That way we make that decision together, and I'm just not like, here we go. I want to know where you guys want to be. So we'll do that here in a little bit. And if while we're doing that, you know of another world that is like, oh, this has the best microphone and it can play video, and if you have a great idea, we want to hear it, and we'll go check that space out too. Okay. So, and the purpose of it, remember, so if you have an idea, it's so that we can all hear one another. Right now, your voice is only megaphoned if you're on this stage, and we want a place where we can all be together yet still hear one another. Maybe with the choice of playing video or audio would be really cool too, if you can get them in the same space. Yeah, and so if you have questions about volunteering, the next Volunteer Sunday we have we're going to have it much more polished, as we'll be able to organize some people to come in and talk about what they do here at VRMMO Church, why they serve here at VRMMO Church, and what they get out of it, because it's serving here, or serving in ministry in general, shouldn't be church work, or Pastor Coco calls it church chores. It shouldn't be just us receiving from you. In your service here, you should be receiving too. Like, you should be growing in your faith. You should be growing in your confidence. You should be like, what's the word? It's not satisfied, it's not the right word. Fulfilled. You should be fulfilled in the work that you're doing. And if you're not fulfilled in the work that you're doing. I don't know why we don't usually talk about this, but it's like out there, but we don't bring it up very often. Actually, Phantom helped bring this to the top of to the point where I'm sharing it now. What about the volunteers who are not flourishing in the role that they have? What if our volunteers are burnt out? What if our volunteers would be better served by doing something new? So if you are serving here right now and you're one of those people, you feel burnt out, you don't feel fulfilled, this is just church work or a church chore. If that's as a church work or church chore to you, please let us know, because we don't want to disservice you by having you do a thing that's not good for you. Aaron, who is our volunteer coordinator, he and I are going to be working a little closer together. He's new. I'm new to doing this as a team. But we're going to be working on it so that as a volunteer, you're being checked on a regular basis. So we don't have to, get you to say something. We should be going to you and making sure you're being served well in the role that you do here. So Aaron and I will be doing that. We'll be checking on everyone, and we'll do this periodically every few months just to make sure. Again, because we want it just as much for this to be a good thing for you as it is for us in this ministry and this community.